Welcome to the Zebra Crossing. Today with us we have Surya Pratap Singh, who has 18 years of experience as a product manager and a project manager in the IT and service industry. Hello.
Hello, Janhvi.
Okay, so my first question for you is, can you tell us a bit about your background and how you got where you are today?
Okay, I'm an IT professional, and as starting a career as an IT professional, started with software development, of course, as most of us do. And with the impulse of upgrading ourselves, after a few years, I got into project management, and carrying the same impulse to upgrade further, I realized my skills are more suitable in product management. Then I finally got into product management. Currently, I'm a product manager in a banking industry.
Okay.
So I'm a software product manager.
Can you tell us the difference between project management and product management?
That's a very important concept to understand, actually. And good that you asked this. Project management is actually a temporary endeavor, starting from ideation of the project till the successful completion of the product. That is called the project management.
Okay.
Product manager is starting from conceptualizing the product, and he's responsible for the reason why a product exists. He's actually accountable for the success of the product, the benefits that the product is yielding for the business. He's responsible for that, and the responsibility is not temporary. The responsibility starts from conceptualizing the product till the product gets sunset or get replaced with another product. So his responsibility continues till the product exists. So that's the difference between project management, product management. Product management is more ownership of the product. He's actually owns the responsibility for strategizing how the product should develop, how the product should evolve over the time. And for that, product manager has to understand the business very closely. He needs to understand the market trends, and based on that, he needs to devise a strategy, long-term strategy. He create a road mapping, prioritization, what should be done first with the product, what should go later. After this, all these things, once the strategy is devised, then comes the project.
Okay.
Then project manager can chips in, collaborate with product manager very closely, and start doing the project management. So project management is more about the planning and execution for the successful of the project, and product manager is about strategizing and making the product successful for the business.
Okay, so what are the different skills that are required for product manager and project manager?
Okay, product manager, to be successful product manager, you have to have a project management skill. Okay, so it's a superset. Without being a good project manager, you cannot be a product manager. In many organizations, product manager himself, they do the project management also. Okay. So depend on organization to organization. So as I said, project management is about the planning, execution, scheduling, and making ensure the project get executed as per the plan and gets completed within the scheduled time and the cost. Okay, this is what the product management on top of it. This is what is already required for product management. On top of it, he needs to have a good market research, the skills for good market research, understanding the business, understanding the market trends, creating the roadmap, strategy. All these comes as additional skills for product manager.
Okay, so can we say that it is strategizing and execution?
Strategizing versus execution, you can, in short, you can put it like that.
Okay.
Yes.
How do project managers and product managers collaborate and interact with each other?
Okay. To understand this, let's use an analogy. Okay. Let's say you are a shop owner, okay, and you want to renovate your shop to increase the business, to attract more customers, okay, so that your business can be increased. You want to renovate the shop, you want to make it more beautiful, put some more features so that more customers can be attracted. So being a shop owner, you will create a strategy as per your the type of customers that comes to your shop. Okay, so based on the understanding of your business, you will create a strategy. This is what I want to do, okay, for the long term. and this is how I will do in the phase wise manner. In the first phase I will do this modification, second phase I will do so I'll put some glasses, in third phase I will put some TV and make some sitting arrangement, and so you will make the phase wise strategy. Once the strategy is defined, then you will ask a contractor to come to get the scope from you, to get the budget from you, understand the timeline, and he will start creating a plan and start executing to make those renovations in your shop. So in our perspective, the shop owner is product owner, who is responsible for creating the strategy, who's responsible for ensuring that whatever projects and the strategy you're making, it will yield the benefit out of it. And the contractor who is doing the job for you is he has a temporary endeavor to make the project successful, is the project manager. So collaboration between the contractor and the shop owner has to be it has to be a very close collaboration between two to ensure that it yields the success for you, it yields the benefit for you. If contractor understands it differently what you want, then you will not get what you wanted to do with your shop. Okay, so that's why it needs a continuous collaboration. You needs to have a continuous review what contractor is doing for you, okay, and what plan he's making, and the contractor has to collaborate with product manager to continuously take the feedback. Okay, as soon as he makes something small, he takes the feedback, this is what you want, and take the feedback, and if it requires the change, then he change it quickly rather than completing the work and take the feedback in the last.
Okay, wow. I have heard there's something called program management. What is it and how is it different from the other two?
Okay, that's another important concept, and let's use the same analogy that we have used in the previous question. Now let's assume your shop exists in a big shopping area where there are multiple shops. There are 50 shops. Okay. And as a district manager started an initiative that entire shopping area has to be renovated as per a common theme. Okay. As per a common theme, like you belongs to Pink City, the entire shopping complex has to build in pink. Just take an example. Okay. So each shop owner, on top of it, they have their own business. By going with the common theme, they have to create the strategy, okay, for their own renovations and all, and they will hire their own contractors to do the job for them. But there is one person who has to make sure that entire renovation work for shopping area has to go in coordination. So entire shopping area may include the upgradation of the road, digging up the holes for the new poles and all. Okay. So that one particular coordinating person has to ensure that road has to build after you dig the holes in the ground. Okay, so he has to ensure that the shop elevation has to look similar in a common theme. That particular coordinator is a program management in our perspective. So program management is actually the initiative at the organization level for achieving a bigger target. Okay, so program may for going into a successful program, it may need to undergo multiple projects and multiple organization, multiple departments. Okay, so one program manager has to coordinate with all the departments. He has to make the proper coordination between all the departments. Okay, and he has to make sure all projects are working and executed in a proper manner, in a proper sequence. And then each shop owner has to ensure that the business of his the outcome of the renovation is successful as per his strategy. And then contract manager has to understand the scope very clearly from the shop owner, and he has to coordinate with that central coordinator also to make it successful. Okay. So in our perspective, that central coordinator for entire shopping area is a program manager, shop owner is a product owner, and that contractor is a project manager. Okay. So for any typical organization, all three roles are significant, important, and significant in its own area.
In your opinion, how do project management and product management contribute to the success of the company?
Okay. Different organizations may treat these roles differently, but like product manager can himself do the project management.
Okay.
But in general, both of these, as I took the analogy, for a successful outcome of the upgradation of your shop or the renovation of your shop, the job of contract manager and the job of shop owner both are very significant in its own area. Single person can do both the job, but if two persons are doing this job, both has to collaborate very closely to make it successful, and both have their own execution area. Like contract manager has to make sure the execution is successful, it has to complete within a time, within the cost, and product manager at the same time has to ensure that by the time that project gets completed, it's not get outdated in the market. Okay, so that's what product manager has to ensure. So he has an accountability to decide midway of the project. If he thinks that project get outdated, he should stop and change the complete path of the product. I'll just take another example. In late 90s, there was a telecom company. He started a very good project about they were making a product of GPS, GPS technology. They started this idea, and they initiated the project, and the project was completed more or less in the same time. So project, if you say, it was a successful execution, completed within the cost, and with a little bit of more time, it completed almost within the time. But the problem was, by the time the project got completed, GPS technology already started coming on the mobile phones. So the product, although the project was successful, highly successful, the product itself got failed. So that's the contrasting difference between the two. Although project manager can do its job successfully, but at the same time, product manager has to understand the project which is being undergoing. It has to yield the benefit and the revenue for the organization. So that's the contrasting difference between the two. Both have to work closely in their own area to make it successful.
Wow. Okay. So on a little bit of a side note, what are the misconceptions about the two?
Okay, the biggest misconception for anyone is the product management and the project management are same thing. It's not the same thing.
Of course.
Okay, as I just explained, if someone doing the project management and if he thinks that he can do the product management also, it's a misconception. As I said, it needs additional skills. If you are good in solutioning, good in if you're good in understanding the business market trends and all that, you should go into product management. It has a bigger accountability than project management. So that is one misconception that I want to highlight.
Okay. So my last question, also a little bit on the side note, what advice would you give to someone who is entering this industry or this field?
You need to understand your interest area. Okay. If you are good in execution, planning, scheduling, coordinating with your team members, which means you are already good in project management. On top of it, if you are good in understanding, if you have a very good business knowledge, you are good in understanding the market trend, you are good in solutioning. So project management may include a little bit of technology understanding also. So if you are good in technology, solutioning, and all those skills that you have, then you should better try your luck in and your career in product management. Being a product management, being a technology background for myself, I think it gives me strength to be a successful product manager. So product manager has a good understanding of business as well as the technology or the solution which is being developed out of that product. So if all these things are, you have a good understanding, you have a good interest area, then product management is a good area for you.
Okay. Thank you so much for talking with us today, and thank you for your insights.
Thank you, Janhvi, and I must say that the professional conduct you are showing in your age, it's very impressive. All the best for your career.
Thank you, and thank you for our audience.